I do not know where the time went. I hear these words quite often later. This video, after a huge break, is the illustration to these words and the recap of the unpublished events. Last winter was wet and green, and every day we entertained ourselves by guessing if our sheep are going to have lambs after a 3-week-long sleepover with a ram named Zack. To our delight, one especially cold rainy morning, I found the especially hungry, proud mama black Gotland with rather big baby girl. I believe no other baby lamb got as much love, attention and fuss as this one. Very quickly, she became very spoiled. But at the moment, she was introduced to the rest of the household for the very first time and very well accepted and approved by alpacas. And this poor little guy is Gonzales, the only survivor of the nest with 25 eggs destroyed by pukekos. Going ahead, I can tell you that he managed to grow into a big boy and was reunited with the rest of the flock. Another mama sheep caught up with the first one and gave birth in a couple of days. I could not sleep and was worried so much. And one morning at 6 a.m., I found big sheep screaming and there was just one tiny leg seen. Imagine how scared I was. I called the farmer and he advised to leave mama and nature to sort the things out. 30 minutes later, it was a wonderful little boy. And 20 more minutes later, a little girl followed. And they were so little compared to October, the little tiny lamb that appeared before. It is so nice to be able to share with you my stories of moments and participation in life that was miraculously evolving on our land, as well as my feelings of being refreshed and inspired, and being fully present again at the times that would have been forgotten, if not the camera. Gotland sheep are not your usual docile sheep that care only of food. These ones amazed me with their parenting attitudes and how loving and caring they were. It was so much fun watching the lambs playing, and like human kids, they had all sorts of situations. Getting in trouble, fighting, running away from mamas to go to the places where they were not supposed to go. And October, the first one, was the worst. She loved hiding on the side of the hill, pretending to be a grass bush. And poor mama was calling her heart out, running anxiously, looking for her. But no, that little miss, I'm so clever, was not moving. And I swear she was giggling, thinking what a fun joke it was to hide from mama. And these two have always stayed really nice and very easy to manage. Meanwhile, the summer arrived and started entertaining us with the bright colors and beautiful blooms. Midsummer nights woke up the dreams and thoughts of gratitude. Little Gonzales grew and became too big for his cage. He started hanging around the flower garden for the day, still coming to sleep for the night to the safe place. A few weeks later, little sheep became not as little anymore, and they didn't want to be with their parents all the time. Us humans put a lot of effort into planting the seeds for the future and growing our own food. And I managed to damage my foot and spent weeks not being able to walk properly. It didn't stop me from the delight, though, of observing how the potato, cabbages, and tomatoes grow. This is little October, who is not all that little anymore. And now it is Mama's turn to hide. All three babies at the end of summer went to a wonderful home with plenty of grass and got the names of Greek gods, which I cannot remember. And Winston found a special joy in bringing a group of raving fans to practice his public speaking skills. The wetness turned into dryness in no time, and the surroundings got repainted in all sorts of yellow, gold, brown, and whatnot, all in that warm filter light by nature. By this time I started walking again and made my way on the top of the hill, and all you could hear here is the song of cicadas and the song of the wind. Nothing is perfect in nature, but yet everything is just perfect, especially the colors now. So much peace and hope for the next week, next day, next year.